So yesterday, me and my girlfriend were heading to her house late at night. It was like 10 or 11 o'clock. We just left the gym. And while we were headed to her house, like she kind of lives in the country, there's this like one car full of not full of people, but it had like two people in it, I guess. And they were like pulled over by these two cop cars, and they were like searching the cop car. And this totally reminded me of this one time this happened to me. So yeah, here's this story about that. So at this point, I was out of high school. I just like started college. I was like 18 years old. And so one day I get out of class and shit, and I just chill for the day and whatnot. And then it becomes nighttime, and one of my friend calls me, and he's like, "Yo, dude, you trying to match? Like, you trying to smoke together?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'll smoke." I was like, "But all I got left is 1 gram," because I used to sell weed back in the day. But then I didn't have much weed left. I was like, "Man, I only got a gram, so if you throw me like $10, we can just smoke this gram together." And he was like, "Yeah, man, that sounds cool." So he comes to pick me up, and we go to my local gas station to get a freaking cigarillo to roll it up. We go out to these apartments, we park, and roll up. And then I was like, "Man, where do you want to smoke? You want to smoke right here, or do you want to go like drive around in the country?" We call that a cut. He's like, "Oh shit, man, it's whatever you want to do." I was like, "Oh man, let's go on a cut, man." Like I really liked them because it was like nice and chill, and like it was kind of nice scenery, even though it was nighttime, you really couldn't see. But it was also like good to like listen to music, and I felt like it was more safe than just like sitting in one spot like smoking. I feel like when you sit in one spot smoking, like you're just kind of like a sitting duck, like because if cops pull up or shit. So I thought it would be a lot safer if we went around and drove. So, anyways, we get into the cut and we start smoking and shit. We had two blunts and we smoked the first blunt. Everything goes all hunky dory. Having a good time, just being high. So then we get out the second blunt and we start smoking it. And so all of a sudden, like we're halfway done with the blunt, and then the worst nightmare you could imagine being a stoner fucking happens. The fucking woo 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 fucking blue and red lights behind us. This one I start freaking the fuck out. I'm like, oh shit. Like we're still like halfway smoking a blunt. Like we still got half a fucking blunt. And it's in my hands. I'm like, fuck dude, what do I do? What do I do? He's like, that's your blunt. Like, cause I guess it technically was my blunt, cause we smoked his blunt first. He's like, well, that's your blunt. I don't know, do something with it. So at that point, I started like freaking the fuck out. Like, what do I do? So like I fucking panic, and at first I put out the blunt, and I was gonna like try to just throw it out the window or something, but his like fucking window didn't work. I was like hitting the fucking window, and it was like didn't fucking work. I was like, oh no. So now that I know that the window don't work, I really start fucking panicking. Like I'm thinking like, shit, maybe I should stick this up my ass or like in my nose, guys. I didn't know what the fuck to do. So I just do what any fucking stoner would probably do at that situation. I literally eat half a fucking blunt. Like I put it out and everything, so I just put it in my mouth and like swallow it like a fucking pill. And oh my god, if I didn't almost throw up. But I had like a Coke next to me, and like once I thought about like, man, I just gotta fucking swallow it. I kind of like opened up the Coke, put the blunt in my mouth, and started like chugging it down. And it was so weird because like it went down in like little segments. Like if you think about when you're drinking or chugging something, it's like gulp, gulp, gulp. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like you gulp it. So it was like 1/4 of the blunt will go down, half of the blunt will go down, 3/4 of the blunt go down, then a whole blunt goes straight down my mouth, and I finally get it down. So it really wasn't even that bad of a taste, to be honest, because that Coke like kind of disguised it all. It was just a weird feeling, and it was kind of like scratching the back of my neck. But anyway, so I eat half the blunt, and so I like put my Coke back in the cup holder, and then at that point we're pulled over, and the cop starts walking up to my window. My friend's like trying to fucking spray cologne, trying to like fan his hand in the air, and he like his car's on. He like turned on the AC, but as soon as like he rolled down his window to talk to the cop, like he gets hit in the face like with the smoke. And the cop kind of like closes his eyes, and he's like, "Yeah, so y'all smoking?" And then and he's like, "No, no, we're not smoking." He's like, and then he like kind of points to the smoke. He's like, "It wasn't more than yesterday, and I can tell this is weed." He's like, yeah, we were smoking. He's like, I'm gonna need y'all to step out the vehicle. So we step out the vehicle, and at that point he like pats us down and shit. First he pats my friend down, then he pats me down. He's like, I'm gonna just wait for backup. So he calls backup, and then literally the cop made a fucking joke. Like the second cop who came there, he's like, whoa, what happened here? The car's on fire, and he like pointed the flashlight, and smoke was still exiting the car like crazy. So, anyways, we were pretty fucking caught. He's like, so what y'all boys doing out here? I was like, well, sir, we're just smoking. Like, I didn't lie. I was like, yeah, we're just smoking some weed. He's like, oh, where's the weed? I was like, oh well, we smoked it all. He's like, where's the roach? I was like, I don't know. He's like, well, you got an ashtray in there? And my friend was like, yeah, I got an ashtray. There might be a roach in there. So, anyways, at that point, we're kind of like just sitting there, and he like searches his whole car and finds the one roach that my friend had, right? So he finds the roach, and he's like, well, so what's this, guys? He's like, my friend was like, oh, that's a roach. He's like, whose roach is it? And then I say in front of the cops, I was like, oh, that's his roach. And then, like, kind of my friend, like, kind of looked at me like, you bitch. Because, like, but he kind of deserved it, though, because he was like, oh, no, dude, that's your blunt. You got to get rid of that. I ate half my blunt. The blunt that I had, I fucking ate it. But my friend, he was just stupid. Well, not really stupid, but he didn't think we were going to get pulled over. So he still had his roach in a cup holder. And then my friend literally starts, like, going the fuck off. He's like, no, man, that's fucked up, man. You ain't going to give me no fucking possession charge for just a fucking little roach. That's fucked up. And then you're like, sir, calm down. He's like, no, man, fuck that. And he kind of like pushes the cop. At that point, the cop like gets him into a headlock and tackles him down, and the other cop gets on top of him. And then he starts like trying to fight with the cops, kind of like not really fight, but he's trying to like get away from them. But you know, it wasn't much of a fight. He was kind of a little dude. So he like they put his hands behind his back, and they fucking put him in the back of the car. And then the cop comes out there to talk to me, and he's like, well, your friend, he's going to jail for possession of marijuana, and we didn't find anything on you. He's like, you should really get off that shit. Like, kind of giving me the fucking rundown, like, yo, you need to quit that shit. You need to become something with your life. And he was asking me, like, what I wanted to become when I was older. And I told him I was in college to become an electrician. So I told him that's what I wanted to do and stuff. And it was actually pretty cool. And he's like, well, yeah, so can you call someone to come pick you up or pick up his car? I was like, well, I don't, my phone doesn't work out here. I have no signal. So, anyways, my friend calls his fucking mom to like come pick up his car, and so then the cops were like, "Hey, do you want to ride with his mom to like go home?" And I was like, "No, like that would have been so awkward. Like, yo, yeah, so your son's in jail because he had weed on him, but I ate my weed, smart guy over here." So then at that point, the other cop offered me a ride home. He's like, "Well, I can give you a ride home." I was like, "For real?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right." So I get in the car, and at first I'm at the front door. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I thought you gave me a ride." He's like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to sit in the back. I'm sorry." I was like, "Oh no, man, that's cool." So anyways, I just like got a ride home from a fucking police officer. It was actually pretty cool. He was actually pretty cool about it. And I remember in the car, I was like, "Yo, man, can you turn on some like cool like a rap station? Like we have this one rap station where I live." He literally turned it on to the rap station. And I was like listening to some like Future or some shit on the way fucking home, running in the cop car, like texting everybody, like, "Oh, dude, I'm in the fucking cop car. This is trippy as hell." But yeah, guys, that was that story. I don't know, just seeing those people get pulled over the other day just reminded of us getting pulled over, and when I had to eat half the fucking roach, it was fucking crazy. But yeah, guys, this has been Almighty Deezus. Follow me on fucking Instagram, Snapchat, and shit. And I'm out of here. See y'all.